back onto like selfie mode because I had it on the other mode. Whatever. And just change it, point it up at the ceiling. Yeah, I'm a faceless creator because I'm a high school teacher, so I like to keep right, let's get that in there. Okay, so we are onto Aquarius. I did promise that I was going to get these signs done and dusted tonight. I've been to pottery, the phone's covered in plaster, my clothes are covered in plaster. Not plaster, slip and like, yeah, clay. I think I'm saying plaster because I look like a plasterer right now. If you know, you know. Okay, let's have a couple of shuffles. Hi, welcome into the chat. These are collective readings by zodiac sign. So please, no personal questions in the chat. I'm glad I do pottery, even though it feels like it's a lot. When I remember, like, I've got, you know, the channels to do and being in work, I think, oh, this is a lot. But then I get into pottery and it's like, I just get into my flow and, like, you lose yourself, do you know what I mean? And it's like to not be consciously just continuously thinking about the same stuff is really good for you, I think. It's like a brain break. It's very sensory. And I get to see my friends and like tell them what's going on with me as well. And have a laugh. It's important. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aquarius' highest good. How is Aquarius feeling in this first week of November 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Aquarius is feeling. First of all, Aquarius, you've got the Lovers in the upright. This is the major arcana for Gemini, but the Lovers card is 2 people that are destined to be together. You know how Gemini's symbol is the twins? They match perfectly because in the 5D there were 2 people that agreed to a soul contract. They agreed to have a relationship. That is hilarious. Someone's talking about the delusion of grandeur and how it contradicts God, and then they've got a Halloween pumpkin, which is a pagan ritual. Yeah, so we're not going to listen to that. Okay. The Lovers, yeah, it's 2 people that had a soul contract in the 5D. They signed it, they agreed that they were going to have a relationship. Aquarius, you believe that you've met someone you match perfectly with. I don't do free readings. I do collective readings that are free, and they should resonate, to be honest. If you watch your sign and or the sign of your person, you need to watch them over several weeks and understand like the journey that someone's going through. It should answer your questions, but if you want a private reading and you want a specific question answering, you've got to pay for that. You can't expect me to work for free. Usually if someone's answering questions in a live, it'll be called a live Q&A. But this is, it says it's collective readings for the signs of Aquarius and for Pisces. Hi, Addy. Four of Pentacles is the miser, so Aquarius, you could be feeling like you need to conserve money at the moment, or it could be that you just feel possessive generally. The miser doesn't want to share. I'm teaching English again this year, and we're learning about A Christmas Carol, and Ebenezer Scrooge, the main character, he's miserly. That's literally the word he used. He's miserly. He doesn't want to share. He's uncharitable. He thinks it's soft, to think of others, to spend time with others, because time is money. And he thinks that anyone who's like less than him should just perish, to save everyone the bother and the worry. So, with the Four of Pentacles is the miser. So perhaps you're prioritizing time, money, or energy, and keeping your cards close to your chest, keeping things to yourself. You've got to have very tight priorities at the moment, but you feel like you found your person. Do you know what? The King of Wands has been coming out in like every damn zodiac sign. The King of Wands reversed. What is going on, guys? Everyone's getting the King of Wands reversed. The King of Wands, when it's upright, is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Kings sit in their power, but the King of Wands is someone who's ambitious, driven, motivated, passionate. Wands are phallic. It's like excitement, enthusiasm, confidence, assertiveness. A king of wands, I was going to say a king of wands. A king of wands knows what they want, okay? And they make it happen. They create goals and they meet them. When the King of Wands is reversed, it's like insecurity, weakness, The opposite of being bold and courageous or confident and arrogant is being unconfident, insecure, a lack of assertiveness, not going for what you want, shying away, cowering. So I feel like you know what you want, but you're not moving towards it. You're not making moves to get it. And maybe your priorities are having to be kept really tight at the moment. That literally makes no sense, what you've just written, so I'm going to delete it because it's just weird. I don't know if it was something lost in translation or it was just weird, but it's gone. Okay, so your person is showing up as the Ten of Cups upright. The Ten of Cups is a family card. The Ten of Cups is like everyone in this household is happy. Each person's cup is full. The children, the parents, people are happy, people are contented. We've got the Six of Cups reversed, the Four of Cups reversed, the Three of Cups, and the King of Swords reversed. Ooh la la. Someone thought that there was like this perfect family picture. There's not a list of questions. This isn't a live Q&A. It's collective readings by zodiac sign. So you just watch the reading for your sign or the sign of your person and see if it resonates. If you want a private reading, you can pay £18 and I'll answer your question. But it wouldn't just be like answering like, you know, a question with 1 or 2 cards. It will be like a long reading with lots of detail. The 6 of Cups reversed is like the loss of a soulmate. All these years of nostalgia are represented by the cups that are full of flowers. It's many years of like, you know, amazing memories. That's been turned upside down. The 4 of Cups reversed is, well, when it's upright, someone's closed off to offers of love. When it's reversed, it's a positive reversal, meaning it's better when this is reversed because it means someone's becoming open to love again. The 3 of Cups upright can speak of a third party. Sorry about my nails, by the way. I've been making pottery tonight. I've been throwing on the wheel, so I had to take off my false nails. And I haven't got time to fix them. I just want to get the readings done for you. I'm a full-time high school teacher. I've been to pottery and I've got these readings to do and I've got stuff to do for work tomorrow. So just like bear with me. The 3 of Cups, yeah, so the 2 of Cups is when 2 people have dated, they've fallen in love. The 3 of Cups is too many. That's 3 people in a love triangle. The King of Swords can represent you, Aquarius. Are you in a love triangle? I think you've got someone that you have children with showing up in your reading, okay, and they've gone from being blissfully happy and seeing this happy family life to seeing everything turned upside down, and you're showing up as not yourself but reversed. So when you are upright, you are about the community, you're about truth, justice, fairness, knowledge, information, intellect, strategy. This is a thinker, okay? Swords are knowledge and communication. Life is a chess game to an air sign. Air signs are very analytical. They like to think everything through. By the time you actuate something, it's been in the pipeline for months or weeks at least. You are a strategist, you know? You are very much about the truth, justice, honesty, helping others. Your love language is helping others, acts of service. But when you're reversed, you see that swords, when they're wielded incorrectly, they hurt people. And swords represent communication, so the opposite of being a good communicator is not being a good communicator. So you could have blocked this person, or you could have said something very harsh, very blunt, you know. There could be arguments. So they feel like their world's been turned upside down, and it's because another person is involved. So you've got like a spouse showing up that is not happy at all. Guys, you just watch your sign. They're collective readings, so they're for the collective. I don't answer individual questions. It's not individual questions, it's for the group, for the collective. Anyone who's the sign of Aquarius in this one, and then anyone who's the sign of Pisces. You just watch it and you see if it resonates. Okay, they're showing up as the Magician. Now, the Magician has all the tools to succeed, so this person, the spouse of yours, is manifesting something and they feel like they can bring it into a reality. So I wonder if they want, to reclaim the soul connection. Let's get 3 for the outcome. You've got a combination of the Page of Swords reversed, the 3 of Swords upright, and the 2 of Swords upright. So in the outcome, somebody doesn't want to look because what they're going to find is heartbreaking. It's going to break their heart, okay? They don't want to deal with it. They're in denial. They don't want an ending. They don't want to find out that there's another person. It's going to break this person's heart, but it's in the outcome. So I don't know if you're going to tell this person, like, look, there's someone else, or they're going to find evidence of someone else. You're not listening. Okay, these are collective readings by zodiac sign. I don't take personal questions for readings in collective lives. I don't do that. The Fool reversed. The Fool, when it's upright, it's the card of Aries. It's Aries energy. It's about taking a huge risk, a leap of faith, just thinking extremely positively and assuming that everything's going to be all right, even when it might not be. That's reversed, so someone's feeling reckless, or they're not prepared to take a leap of faith because they think it would be a huge risk, too risky. Let's get one more for the outcome. I don't know why these have come out like that. The Spirit wanted them to. 2 of Pentacles reversed. Someone's trying to juggle the priorities. There's like a battle between these 2 ships and the eternal juggle of priorities. Like, which one is going to win? I don't know. It's too hard. Okay, it's too hard to try to juggle everything. The 9 of Wands reverse is dropping the burdens. The Tower, we're trying to stop the tower from falling, but you can't stop a tower. A tower moment is huge change, monumental change. Everything's burning, everything's falling down, it can't be repaired. The kind of huge change I'm talking about is the end of a relationship or marriage, someone relocating, someone losing their job, someone becoming pregnant. Towers, they're not always bad, but life's never going to be the same again. It's not comfortable, the change, and it's reversed. So someone's trying to stop the tower. It's been too difficult to maintain 2 different lives. I wonder if you're unwilling to take a leap of faith, or you actually want to be reckless because it's the tower's going to fall anyway, so why not jump from the top of it, and like seal your fate. Or perhaps this person, the spouse, was trying to stop a tower from falling, but they've kind of given up. Let's get no contact messages, because even if you are in contact, it's not smooth. Okay. This is a collective reading. Okay, so you just watch your sign or the sign of your person. You don't put in questions. Lots of people are putting in individual questions. You need to look at another channel and find a live Q&A if that's what you want. It does say in the title. Hi, welcome into the chat. Soon. I'm going to contact you soon. So this spouse is going to, you know, say something. I don't know what they're going to say, but they're going to get in touch. They're going to open up communication if there isn't communication at the moment. What is it that they love about Aquarius? Because there's a lot of love here. I love that I can be myself around you. So they feel so comfortable with you. I mean, that makes sense because you've known each other for many years. Looking at the timeline, you had the Lovers card at the time that they had the Ten of Cups. So you felt like you were matched with this person. That's what I'm getting. Unless you feel like you've met somebody else that matches you well. But I think this person might find out that you've got someone else, you know. I think they're going to find it out somehow. I don't know whether it's because you tell them or because they find evidence of it. But that three of swords is heartbreaking. It's in the outcome. And then there's some sort of tower moment that we're trying to stop falling. But it's just become like this awful battle. We don't know what's going to win. And we have got Three of Cups, you know, so it just seems like you know, you're showing up reversed. It does seem like there's going to be some sort of like blunt communication or blocking or no communication. But they're going to recognise that there's like a third party situation. Or maybe you're avoiding them because you know. And there's going to be heartbreak in the outcome. See, what happened to this like blissful family life? Hi, Frankie. Okay, so someone was all talk, silver tongue devil, big flirt, no action player. See, this person, this spouse of yours, sees you as someone that talks a big game, but doesn't show up for them. Very charming person. Air signs are good at thinking on their feet. They're good orators. They're good speakers. Lone path, needing to take time out or be on your own for a while. They see you as being very distant, either like physically, emotionally, or both. Oops. I couldn't grab them and then they like flung themselves onto the table. Keeping a promise, so that usually means like marriage, commitment. Don't want to hear it. Hater. Oof. There's a lot of like ill feeling, ill will over this marriage. Feeling like, you know, they've been gaslit, like they've been breadcrumbed, love bombed, like it's all talk, no action. Conflict resolution, compromising, making amends, positive outcome. So it looks like you could find a way to overcome this lack of communication or indiscretion. Even if you know, the outcome isn't what they want to hear, things look like they could calm down. Hi, Rach. There are no real secrets in this world. Oh, they're definitely going to find, like, they're going to find out that you've got someone else. These are collective readings by zodiac signs, so you just watch it and you see if it resonates. You watch your sign or the sign of your person. Thank you for asking, because a lot of people have been putting questions in, but they're just trying their luck. I'm not answering questions in this live, and it does say that it's a collective reading by zodiac sign, so I don't know why people are doing that. They just try to see what they can get. If you want a live question and answer session, you need to look for a live that has that written in the title. I think that's obvious, like, I don't know. I've been watching tarot for a few years, so I kind of know how it goes. They want their person back. They want you back, Aquarius. They want to heal things. They don't want the tower to fall. But I think they're going to find out that you've got someone else. Let's get you some advice. Hang on. I haven't done these. Let's get a message from them. Yeah, it's okay. It's like terminology that's like specific to tarot, isn't it? Can you accept me as I am? This person knows that they're not perfect, but they feel like there's so much good. They're just wondering why you looked away. Like, are they not enough? Like, what is it that was wrong? Can you accept them as they are? Like, Be more generous. It can't fail. Okay, so sorry, that's my like alarm for getting ready for bed. Try to understand where this person's coming from, put yourself in their shoes, try to be aware of their feelings, try not to hurt them. Whatever you decide to do it gently. How's this person showing up at the moment? What spirit animal are they showing up as? The eagle, they're trying to see things with foresight. You know, they're trying to look at stuff from a long way back. They're trying to go for what they want. You know, they've got a target, they've got prey, and they're trying to hunt it. The dragonfly, that's about transition. Dragonflies are very beautiful. They're like iridescent, aren't they? Quite playful, quite simple. Fire ant. Fire ants can like... Well, I don't really know anything about fire ants, actually. I mean, ants are busy. They're very, what's the word? They have like a colony, don't they? They're not lone. They work in cooperation with others, and they can't really work any other way. You know, ants achieve a lot by just constantly moving and constantly busying themselves, but everything's done cooperatively, like a little army platoon. It's like a very productive energy. Dragonflies seem to, you know, they don't seem to have anywhere to be. They're sort of like, obviously they do, but they're so relaxing. They're so like, you know, they hover, don't they? They hover low down. The way that they move is very, I don't know, it's very free. Like, they're so spacious, and like, we had a dragonfly that used to chase the children around in this like early years, like nursery garden, and they would all scream and laugh, and it was very playful with them. And it's so different, like they're so opposite energies, because you don't see ants being playful. When do you see dragonflies like together, like they're very much solitary, but they're happy like that? It's such opposite energies, because like all an ant has time to do is be busy, and a dragonfly seems like it has nowhere really, you know, like important to be. And then an eagle's like trying to get like a perspective on things from far away and then go after its target. You know, it's very intimidating and it doesn't miss. That's how they're showing up at the moment, you know? Like I think this person's like confused, like how to be. Like, how am I supposed to be? They know what they want, but they don't know. Maybe they have two very different natures to them. Can you accept me as I am? Yeah, this person's trying to stop a tower moment, but I think they're going to get the heartbreaking. It's on you, Aquarius, isn't it? Like, it's on you what you want to do. You're being asked to be more generous, though, because this person's going to get hurt. Let's get your soul truth. Leo's already been done. So if you go out of this live and you look at the lives playlist, you'll see in the title, the last live will have Leo written in it. I'm sorry there isn't timestamps yet. My friends complained and said, you need to put timestamps. I'm just so busy at the moment. I must do that there. If you just hold your finger down on it and drag it along, you'll see when I change the card, and I always clear the cards up after each one. So you'll know when you've got to the right one. In fact, Leo's the first. There's 4 signs in that live. So it's Leo, Virgo, Libra and Scorpio. So it starts off with Leo. What excuses am I making right now? So this is for you, Aquarius. What excuses am I making right now? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Today's soul action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart and you will be led. I wonder if it's you then that's in denial about making a choice. You don't know whether to take a leap of faith or not and cause a tower moment. Is that what it is? You don't know whether to take a leap of faith and cause a tower moment or go back to your person. You don't know whether to let them know that there's someone new. Is that what it is? From whom can I release my judgment right now? Judgment closes our heart to truth and separates us from love. It binds us to our fear and holds us in shame. On whom are you placing judgment right now? Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. Today's soul action, look at the person you are judging as if you are looking at a small child. See them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. See their desire to be loved and accepted. Add even more grace to open your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment from myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved, I am whole, I am limitless, and so are they. So oftentimes it's easy, isn't it, to look at young children and forgive like the mistakes that they make because they don't know any better. They have a lot to learn, but we expect adults to be sort of ready-made, like a pop-up, you know, perfect person, and that isn't a reality. So we need to like exercise more forgiveness, more generosity of heart, be more generous. Forgive yourself as well. When was the last time I danced freely? Dance, because it will shift you into a beautiful state, because it will get you out of your head and into your body and heart. Because fear lives in the head along with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make the shift. You will feel a charge of joy and confidence take over you, and you will feel a soul reminder to live and lead from your heart. Dancing is a tool to ground us in the now. It triggers happiness and it is the gateway to freedom. To become free, dance. Today's soul action, dance for 3 minutes to your favourite song. Notice the inward fire grow within and the feeling you feel being you. You are wild, loving force. You are a wild, loving force. Express it with dance today. You're being asked to make a choice, okay? Because you've got two people that want your attention. It's too hard to juggle. You got to take a leap of faith into a new chapter with someone, or you got to make it work with someone else. But you can't have both, and you can't look away from both either. It looks like you could have been avoiding dealing with this situation. It's not a right or wrong scenario. It's what is it that you want? Because if you're doing something because it's right, and then you get back with someone because it's right, pretty soon you're going to feel like it's wrong. Okay? It's not going to be fun. It's not going to feel like it's your choice. You're going to feel trapped. So if you want to get back with the spouse, do it. If you don't, then don't. What is it that you want, Aquarius? If you know that you don't want to be with them, then you have to have that conversation. You have to let them down gently. Give them time to get used to it. Keep your private life private. Even if someone is an ex-spouse, you're entitled to privacy. You don't have to answer to anyone. That's the part of like being single again, being separate to someone. You don't answer to them anymore. But we can think about the feelings of others, and we can be respectful and take some thought towards it. Frog and prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy, abundance, and good fortune await you. Okay, so you're being encouraged to make a decision. You're being encouraged to stop avoiding the new chapter of your life, okay? You might be someone who's quite avoidant. You bury your head. You distract yourself. You stop talking to people. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you're torturing other people and you're torturing yourself. Raccoon, inventor. Decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. Okay, so don't try to evade people. Don't try to hide. Don't do a Houdini. You know, we're not getting away with anything. You're just upsetting people. So make a decision. Have the conversations that you need to have. And be that person that likes to serve the community, that likes to be honest, that stands for truth, that inspires people. That's not inspirational behaviour to hide, is it? That's not inspirational. Dragonfly and magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. You've got a lot about letting go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant. I am blessed. Have some confidence that the future's also going to be fruitful. You could have achieved a lot in the past with somebody else, but think about how much is to be had from a future with a new person. Cat and independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. Okay, so you might feel like a lot of people just want you to stop being a bit silly and get back with your person, you know, and like have this picture perfect family life again. But there's a reason why you weren't happy in that scenario, so you have to remember that. You have to stop worrying about what other people are doing. Stop comparing yourself. This is your journey. You have to follow your heart, because if no one follows their heart and everyone just copies everyone else, no one's happy. Okay, so you got to have your own discernment, your own clarity of mind. You got to be able to follow your heart, have faith, you know, that you can make a good life. It's okay to feel feelings. Now, this is interesting to me because it looks like a snowflake, doesn't it? So it's okay to feel cold or sad or down or numb, angry. It's okay to feel the negative stuff. You don't have to act like it's not happening or try to run away from it. And you can communicate it as well. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Remember what it said about, you know, having like the compassion for yourself that you would place on a young child or a teenager. You're able to exercise a lot of compassion, forgiveness, patience. Put that on yourself as well. Give yourself the same grace. Give that to other people, but give it to yourself as well. Like you're not just born knowing everything, and as an adult, we're often still confused. We're just trying to find our way. That's the purpose of life on this planet. That's the purpose, isn't it? Is to just constantly meet challenges and shift your perspective, look at things, try to overcome things, try to push through things, come out the other side, feel accomplishment, feel like you know more about yourself, what you want, what you don't want. It's all a journey, so you can't be angry at yourself for not having done things a different way, because this was your journey, this is your story. And other people are not finished on their journeys or finished with their stories. You know very little about what's going on behind closed doors with other people's lives. You wouldn't know, you wouldn't believe it if they told you. And there's a lot more to come for all of us, so you haven't got to kind of compare yourself at all. Life is a series of snakes, and it's like a board game, like Snakes and Ladders. It's a series of ups and downs. You think you're winning, you think you finally cracked it, and then guess what happens? You know, it's just ups and downs. You think everything's going to be shitty forever and it's never going to get any better, and then something amazing just comes up for you. Life is like that, you know. Fire festival. Through flame and through song, there will rise a new dawn. Oh my god, that's like what I was talking about. Vision. To find enlightenment, seek nowhere, for it lives within you. Bonfire. It is through remembering that you will wake the ritual of your existence and be reborn in mighty celebration. There's a huge ascension happening here. You're going through a huge transition. And instead of trying to fight it, we've got to allow it and look at what the positive will be from it. Stop trying to resist it. Stop trying to fight it, okay? When towers fall, what is rebuilt is something superior. So like an ivory tower encrusted with diamonds, you know, like something really unbreakable, something really perfect is going to replace this old structure. This old structure, this old pattern, this old concept or dynamic is going to be pulled down, and something superior will replace it. So don't resist it, because you're resisting your own happiness. Lots of change doesn't feel comfortable. It's scary. We get nervous. We don't know if we can do it. And then guess what happens? You start to have some success. You start to feel accomplished and you start to feel like you're somebody. It's just, you know that life goes through. It's just cycles, isn't it? So if something's feeling scary or intimidating, it's about to not feel like that anymore. You're going to go through that peak and that feeling's going to fall again. Allow the feelings, it's okay. The celestial bridge. Cross the bridge of transformation. The universe is guiding you to your higher self. Oh my God, you got dragonflies everywhere. You got transformation everywhere. Be brave. Make the leap. Don't resist the tower anymore. Well, that's about to burn his legs off. It's time to jump. I think I've pulled everything I can for you. Take care, Aquarius. I hope this resonates. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Right, we're going to go on to Pisces. I'll just get these cards cleared away. You can't imagine what I look like, you know, like my clothes are absolutely covered after I've been doing pottery. I do look like a plasterer. Have you ever seen someone you just look at them and you're like, they're a plasterer because they're absolutely covered. These are collective readings by zodiac sign. I don't answer questions. I don't answer individual questions that are written in the chat. If you want a personal reading, they're £18, or you can subscribe and you'll get monthly career education and finance readings, Native American Indian medicine wheel readings, which are like your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, and your connection to spirit. Love readings will continue to be free. I'll also do a how to read tarot as well. The memberships will start in a couple of weeks because we've been okayed for it. That happened today. But I haven't had a chance to like look at how to set it all up and everything. And I've got loads going on. Full-time high school teacher, just started in a new job. I've got to do a job application. I'm doing the channels. I've just been to pottery as well. I don't know what time I'm going to sleep, guys. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. How is Pisces feeling in this first week of November 2025 with regards to when they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? The Wheel of Fortune reversed, the Death card, the Nine of Cups upright, the Ace of Cups reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed. You're happy to be solo, Pisces, okay? You're very happy to be... I don't know what you're writing, but it's a load of shit, so I'm just going to delete it. I'm not a witch, okay? I help people for a living. Tarot is a place where you can talk about what's going on in your life and be honest about it. It's not toxic positivity, okay? It's not people having to post only the good things that are happening to them when they're having a great time, because life isn't like that. So tarot is my spirituality. You don't come into my place of worship and tell me that I'm a demon or the devil or this or that, okay? So get over yourself. And why don't you go and exercise some more tolerance? If you think you're so perfect and you think you're so much better than everyone else, that you get to just ruin other people's evenings, say nasty things like that, why don't you try to exercise some more tolerance and some more open-mindedness? Because there's something in this, and just because you don't understand it doesn't mean you get to walk into my place of worship and kick the chairs over. I don't do that to you, so don't do it to me. Fucking rude, close-minded people, honestly. I don't know how they can call themselves spiritual. They're just people that repeat shite, honestly. Never known so much garbage as people like that. And I'm sorry, but it seems to be a lot of people that are calling themselves Christian. Winds me up. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. So this is about a karmic cycle. So you could have been involved with someone who's toxic, who's brought a lot of drama to your life. When the wheel's upright, you know, we're being given a period of good luck, of good fortune, and it's reversed. So it's about trying to break bad habits, patterns. The Death card is the major for Scorpio. When it's upright, we're closing a chapter. We're allowing ourselves to walk into a new chapter of being single. This person's smiling. Her cups are full. She's content. 9 is a single energy. Okay, this is someone that's happy as they are. They don't need a relationship. The Ace of Cups reversed is like, you know, when you realise that the love is gone or you're out of love with someone. I think you've, like, you know, seen this person for what they are, and you realise, like, you're so much better off without them. The Queen of Cups reverse can be that feeling of, like, resentment, shock, disbelief, resentment, bitterness, anger, depression, feeling, you know, like we've been betrayed. The heart chakra becomes like closed off because we've been duped, okay? We thought that we'd found the one and they turned out to be nothing but trouble. And so in this way, you realise that you're better off alone, you know, because it's not good enough to just be in any relationship. You can be in a relationship with someone that makes your life worse. And really, you should be in a relationship with someone who makes your life better. So it's better to be by yourself, isn't it? Karmic cycles are there to teach us a lesson. when you realise and you get away from this person that's just bringing you non-stop drama, you know, it always seems like a lovely person at the beginning. They seem too good to be true almost. They love bomb. And then slowly after a couple of months, they start showing who they really are, and there starts being a lot of chaos, and then you find out they've lied about certain things, and then at some point, you just think, God, this is madness. You know, I want my life back like how it was before this person was in it, when everything was just still and like predictable and normal, and you know, no one else seems to bring this trouble to me. That's how you know it's a karmic, okay? Talking about someone that breaks the law, I'm talking about someone that's a serial liar. They're very charming, very, very charming. Often they're good looking, good in bed. Well, this is someone that could be involved with breaking the law, many different laws, okay? So they're bad, bad news. I'm not just talking about a fuck boy or a fuck girl. I'm talking about someone that breaks laws. Drugs, weapons, prostitutes, and any laws you can think of. You know, they don't have those boundaries. All lines are crossed. Proper bad, like, individual. The Fool, okay? So you are like, I'm ready. I've got my bags packed. I am on the move. You know? So ready for a new chapter. Aries energy. Fiery, passionate, enthusiastic. Overly positive, you know? Like, just let me go. Hi, Clive. The Moon. So the Moon is Pisces energy, and it's a nice energy because even though we're not sure what's ahead, we're prepared to walk forwards anyway. You know, when the moon is out, there's a lot of darkness, things are hidden, things are unknown. We don't know what's going to happen. But in the story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realises that he must walk forwards anyway. He mustn't let fear stop him, because maybe he finds something really, really good. You're so ready, Pisces. Like, you're so ready. The High Priestess reversed. The High Priestess, it's more Pisces energy, really. The High Priestess is all about your connection to the divine, your third eye chakra, you know, having faith, understanding that there's a plan. The High Priestess reversed is like a lack of faith, a lack of connection to spirit, feeling like, you know, everything sucks. Goodness me. I don't know why that happened. Okay, the Three of Pentacles reverse is about a lack of cooperation. When it's upright, 3 is a number of community. It's people working in tandem, working together, teamwork, to achieve a common goal. So in a general reading, it would represent a workplace, you know, because that is teamwork, that is having common goals to achieve certain things. In a romance reading, it can just be like our person are not cooperating with us. Okay, so this person feels let down. They feel like they're never going to find someone that works together with them. It's kind of using the different cards to give the same message as you, really. You know, because karmics do not cooperate. They look like they are, they say they are, but they're actually running around doing all sorts behind your back. I don't know why my voice has just like gone weird. The world. In the story of the Major Arcana, the fool realises that he must take life's rough with the smooth and better days are coming. This person's not sure. They don't know if better days are coming. Six of Swords reversed. The Six of Swords upright is leaving your emotional baggage behind. You know, these people are in a boat and they're moving on to better things. When it's reversed, it's like unfinished business, stuck in the past. Please don't spam individual questions in the chat. These are collective readings, so you just watch your sign, or you watch the sign of your person, and spirit pulls out the cards. It's like a long-term narrative. It should answer your questions. These weekly readings, if you watch them every week, you'll know the answer to the question without needing to ask it. The Knight of Pentacles. So there's a sense of like, do I invest or don't I into something new? You might have your eye on someone. Oh my God. The Seven of Wands reversed and the Two of Cups upright. You're going to feel like you're not worthy of this connection that's coming in that's brand new. But this person's going to have the same feelings as you. You're about to fall in love, Pisces. When is this going to happen? Well, at the moment, I haven't got a way for you to pay me unless it's outside of the live. And I'm a very busy person. I'm a high school teacher. I've got loads to do. I've been to pottery. I've done readings tonight. I'm doing more readings now and I've got to prepare for teaching tomorrow. So I'm not going to sit and do 3 questions. At some point, I'll be able to do live Q&As, but it won't be for a few months yet. I will be doing memberships. I'll be doing memberships in a couple of weeks. I need some time to set stuff up, and I've got a job to apply for. Just like this week's hectic, so it'll be in like a week or 2. But the memberships will have career, education and finance readings each month. The Native American Indian medicine wheel, which shows you what your connection to spirit is like and your physical, emotional, mental health. They're both really popular, so that's why I've put them in. Love readings, the collective ones will remain free, and they'll be weekly. And there'll be a how to read tarot as well. It's just like a very, very busy time for me at the moment. Around June, okay, so Pisces, you're going to meet someone next summer and you're going to feel like you haven't got like anything to offer, but this person going to fall in love with you like straight away. You have a summer romance. What is it that this new person's going to love about you? When I'm sad, I look at your pictures and feel much better. Oh, you're just going to represent like good memories, a safe space, someone that makes them feel good just by being you. You're going to make them feel good. You've got something good about you, Pisces. I want to know what went on here with this person's last person, because I think this is someone new, but you've like both been through. You can't have the same cards twice. There's only one of each card in a 78 card tarot deck. So, but this is a very similar narrative going on in this person's life. While you had in your life a lot of disappointment and letdown, they've had that. They've had a lack of cooperation from someone and they just feel quite pessimistic now. So it's very similar. But I want to know what went on with this last person and their relationship with them. Like, controlling, needs to be right all the time, possessive, jealous, lover. So this person was very much like in a controlling relationship with their ex, and it's made them feel like they just don't want it anymore, closed off, not emotionally available, distracted, hurt in the past. They're looking for a healthy love this time. Well, that sounds like what you're looking for, doesn't it? Veiled paths. Face the mystery of uncharted passages with the courage to explore the unknowns. Walk new paths, okay? Investigating, doing drugs, already knowing the tea, getting a room, court. They've had a karmic, guys. They've had someone that was cheating on them. They've had someone that was like reckless with drink and drugs, just way over the top with everything, controlling. You know, like karmics will like, they'll ring you up all the time and keep you on the phone a lot because that means you're talking to them and not to anyone else. They'll try to spend a lot of time with you, but when they're with you, they're ringing other people. They're constantly keeping tabs on everyone because they love to control people. They want you to follow their plan, and when you stop doing it, they get angry. You know, they smash things up. They display violence. They start drinking, smoking, taking whatever. They may even own weapons. Like, it's bad news. You both had a toxic karmic. This person looking for healthy love, and you're looking for healthy love, and it's going to happen in the summer. I'm sorry, but I'm not picking cards for people. It's really late. I'm a full-time high school teacher, and I do these channels. These are free collective readings by zodiac sign. They're like an hour long. They're really detailed. So please just go out of the live and look for your sign, and you can watch the sign of your person as well and follow the narrative, okay, because it will answer your questions. Otherwise you would need to pay me for a reading because my time is precious. I don't have time. So I need payment if I'm going to work for you to do anything like a private reading. Please don't ask me to pick cards because you think it's just a card. What's the big deal? But it's hours out of my time. I have so much to do. Secretive, sneaky, mysterious, hiding information. Yeah, they were with a liar. Someone that just had like a double life. You know when you just can't put the two people together, like someone's telling you that this person's been saying and doing all this stuff behind your back and how they are to your face is like gorgeous, and you're just like, how do I even place these two characters together? They're very, very good at, you know, charming you, and there'll be really nice things about that person, and then you'll just think, oh my god, like they're a monster when you find out everything they've actually been doing and things they've been saying about you, lying about you. Be like, what on earth? I really thought you'd always be here. Yeah, they've been monumentally let down, but they're gonna meet you. Okay, this is their justice. They're gonna meet you, and this is your justice. You're gonna meet them. Let's get you some advice. So it's going to happen in June. Let it flow, let it grow. Take your time with this person. Usually a narcissist will rush you down the aisle or try to get you pregnant. You know, they're rushing, they're trying to get everything done way too fast, and it's before you find out what you're dealing with. Plant a seed and wait, okay? So slow it down. That's how you know you're giving someone time to prove themselves, to walk the walk, okay? White Stag Protector, you are running out of voice. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awakens the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Not if you're alone. Okay, so you're not supposed to give up on love. You're not supposed to give up on the idea of romance or meeting someone that's good for you. Okay, don't let this person put you off, but you will need time to heal. I think that's why the sun is looking like when this person's going to come in June, because you do need time to get over, like, the level of betrayal. It's on so many different levels, like the fact this person told lies about you, the fact they've, you know, told you like a pack of shit that just isn't true. It's like embarrassing that you believed it, you know? But then for them to go and like spread shit about you as well, you can't put it together. It's like two different people, you know? It's just bizarre, but like, yeah, you need time to get over it, time to heal. Karmics are sent to us because we've had very low standards. We were too ready to let someone into our life and not really take the time to test them, not really let them show us who they really are. We saw red flags and we continued with it anyway because we just wanted to be able to say, I have a boyfriend, or we just wanted to be able to say, I have a girlfriend, or we just knew this person were never going to leave us because they're a narcissist and they're getting some sort of supply, so they're getting money, status, something like this. They're never going to leave. So when you're in a vulnerable state, feeling like this person's like never going to leave is kind of like filling a gap that we've got. It's plugging the hole. It's like it's fulfilling a very intense need, you know, like a void that we've got, but it's not real. It's fool's gold. Okay, like it's not like you know that they're bad for you, but you're about to find out that this person is not the answer to your like problems. They're not your white knight. They're not your sleeping beauty. Okay, they're not any of that. You're about to find out a load of shit. Like when you meet somebody like this, they're proper love bombing at the beginning, and then it just, after like a few months, it just starts like being awful, and it gets worse, 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 worse until you stop it, or they get stopped by something else, like they're in jail or something. You need time to heal. Don't write things like that in the chat because I'll get demonetized. I've only just got monetization today. Do not take it away from me. Oracle. Spirits of other worlds, tell me tales of the unknown. Tell me tales of the forbidden. Green man. All that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. I know this to be true, for I am abundant in all that I do. Why is it asking you to find out Tales of the Forbidden. Please don't get involved with anyone that you know isn't good for you. Try to learn the lessons from this. I feel like you have done, but that just worries me a little bit. You don't need anyone to save you. You don't need it. You're going to be absolutely fine. Okay, so don't go in that direction again. I've been to pottery and I had to take my false nails off. I'm not a skank. Like, it's just false nail glue and slip off the pottery. I've not got a minute for myself at the moment, so. Where does my soul want to travel? When we travel, we grow. We open our little worlds to more adventure, thrills, patience, understanding, trust, and oneness. Our hearts and minds expand and our desires are satisfied. Where is your soul calling you to visit? Today's soul action, pick a location on your desired list. Choose a date when you will get there and start planning. Create a Pinterest board or start searching on travel sites for the best restaurants. Anything that will create movement to let the universe know you are ready to make it happen. Believe that you can. Ooh, you're being encouraged to travel. You know, like, a way to really empower yourself is to cross things off the bucket list, because you don't need a romantic partner to do that. If there's somewhere that you've always wanted to go, do it with family, do it with a friend, do it with a colleague. You don't need to be in love. We have this idea that all romantic things, you know, like everything that's experienced with a girlfriend or boyfriend or a husband or wife must be perfect. But if you put off certain trips because you think, no, but I want that to be with like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife, maybe you'll never get to go. And so, like, how is that, like, pleasing yourself? When you live your life for yourself, you become happy and you realise that your happiness isn't at the behest of others. It's not hostage to others. You're in control. And you can be happy outside of relationships. Often when you are having experiences like that and you're creating experiences and planning things like that for yourself and doing things like that, you're very interesting to talk to, you're happy, you're fulfilled, you're smiling, you're magnetic. And that's when you get into a relationship, okay? So flip it around. It's not a live Q&A, and I don't pick cards for people, so I don't know why anyone's asking for that. It says collective readings by zodiac sign. It is what it says. I don't have time to sit for any more than this. The dreamer's sky. Dream boldly, the universe is listening and ready to make it real. Oh my god, what a beautiful note to finish on. Okay, so just a reminder to, if you liked this reading, if it resonates, please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. If you want a private reading, it doesn't have to be about love. It can be health, it can be business, education, finance, business decisions, relocation, whatever it is, you can have a reading. They're all £18. You can private message on TikTok, YouTube, TikTok, IG, or you can email me. It's in the channel description on YouTube. Payment is by PayPal. If it's a love reading, it'll be this spread and it'll be this long, so that's why I asked for £18. It's a very good price for the length of reading. Turnaround time is 48 hours. I'm very, very busy, guys, so I'm not going to be picking cards for anyone or doing anything like that. I never have, and I'm not going to start. Memberships will be starting in a couple of weeks when I figure it out. There'll be a How to Read Tarot if you're interested in that. There'll be a monthly business, education and finance reading, because they're my most popular readings by far. And there'll be a monthly Native American Indian medicine wheel, which has nothing to do with love, nothing to do with finance. It's about you, okay? So your health, physical, emotional, mental health, and your connection to the divine. Love readings will always be weekly and they'll remain free. The collective readings, anyway. If you want a private reading, you got to pay, because I am a very busy woman. It's good because, you know, I've got work till the summer, but I need to apply for a job. It'd be better to be permanent somewhere. And then the channel's getting to a point where, you know, I've always worked this hard, but it's getting to a point where there's a little bit more to kind of prepare, and it's just a bit of a hectic one. Everything's happening at the same time, so. I'd rather be busy and be achieving a lot than have lots of time and not be going anywhere with my life. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta have hyper productive periods. Okay, have a good rest of your day or evening, depending on where you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.